What's your favorite New York restaurant?
It depends. I tend to, if I have to wear a jacket and tie, I don't go.
To any restaurant?
No.
Don't you wear a jacket and tie every day?
If I have to meet with adults, I do. So I grew up in the northwest Bronx, near a place called Van Cortlandt Park, and I went to elementary school and high school there. We would meet daily, either the basketball court or the stickball court. And my dad owned a candy store in the neighborhood. So he came back from the war and bought a candy store. He had 2 kids at the time. All of my friends, a couple years younger and mostly older friends, or guys we would play ball with, would hang out in the candy store, which was a rather large store, which had a big soda fountain. And if they were just mulling about and not doing anything, he would always kick them out. Or if he caught some kids stealing, he would kick them out. And because it was my father, I would end up suffering. I would say he was a very dear friend of mine and a great mentor to me. I had enormous respect for him. Really intelligent, lovely, wonderful. And I miss him greatly. And we started working together when he asked me to come work for him at City Hall during the fiscal crisis in 1975. And we became fast friends and remained friends until November 19th. I was sitting home one day several years ago up in Rye, and I hear just a lot of yelling. At first I thought it was on the TV screen because I think I was watching a Yankee game or something, but it wasn't. And I looked out my window and there were about 50 people with placards walking down our street, putting up signs about Wells Fargo because it was the height of the fiscal crisis and the single-family mortgage business, which I have nothing to do with. And, we called the Rye police, who don't generally have much to do, but they came and the people left quietly. My wife said to me, you've spent so much of your career building affordable housing. Don't these people know that? And I said, they could care less. This is an ideological statement. I've managed to be involved in 4 or 5 major financings of affordable housing in the city, including Starrett City and Co-op City and Parkchester. And people would say to me, well, how long are you going to work? And I tell them, I don't know, I think I will work until I can refinance Stuyvesant Town. This is something I would say 3 or 4 years ago, and sure enough, last year I refinanced Stuyvesant Town, and I thought, it was a wonderful deal to be involved in. I thought that Blackstone did absolutely the right thing by going to the city and cutting a deal on 5,000 affordable units, and therefore you had total political support for the deal, and I was really thrilled to be part of it.
And you didn't retire?
Not yet. So, I don't want you to say this, but Steve Ross and I made a pact. We're going to retire the same day. And he told me, he said he's never going to retire.
Why can't we say that? It's so cute.
You can say that. So you have enough quotables and notables, you think?